Hi everyone, welcome back. I did it. Second video. Yay, I'm great. And you know what? You're great too for watching this video. And you're also good looking. Yep. Yeah, you. Anywho, this week is going to be my first 2021 look back. I'd like it to be a trilogy. Let's be optimistic. This week is my first of my 2021 look back trilogy. It could be only one, could be two. But I'm going to aim for a trilogy. Yeah, trilogy. Yeah. Okay, it's another... Did you guess? Did you guess? It's another Nate's 8. I'm Nate. Well, I'm Nathan. Nate is short for Nathan. Anyway, I'm Nate. And 8 rhymes with Nate. It's shorter than a top 10. I don't know if it's easier. Here we go. This week's Nate's 8 is... Looking back at the beginning of 2021, I made a list of my 10 most anticipated games. Since it's Nate's 8, we have to take 2 of those games off. One of them was... What was one? There were definitely 2 of them, and I took them off, and I don't know what they were. One was something... Adventures in Neverland was definitely one of them. That's not on the list. It's not going to be mentioned. It's not here. I don't like Tinkerbell. I don't think it delivered anyway. And I forget what the other one is. Who cares? I care, but I don't remember. So, let's do 8 instead. Number 8 was... My number 8 most anticipated game for 2021 was Frosthaven. Did not come out. No, not even close. I've kind of softened on violence at this point. But... It is also going to have city building. I'm interested to see how the city building works out. It is a lot to handle solo, but maybe I won't have to play it solo. It's so late. I've stopped following the Kickstarter updates. I don't even imagine that it's late. So anyway, number 7, It's a Wonderful Kingdom. It's a Wonderful Kingdom... was a Kickstarter. I'm decently sure it was a Kickstarter last year. At the last minute, I decided I really wanted it. I followed along. I looked at the stretch goals and the add-ons and the so forth and so on. And at the last minute, I decided I really wanted it. So I quickly got on my phone. I was walking the dogs. And I let the dogs go and let them run crazy. And... got on my phone and found out that my credit card doesn't do, I think it was euros. My credit card will not do Kickstarters in euros. So cool. If I hadn't waited till the last minute, I probably could have gone through PayPal or something. But anyway, I waited till the last minute, and that's why you don't wait till the last minute. Or, that's why you do wait till the last minute. So I don't have it. It's got a lot of Kickstarter exclusives, and... Speaking of things that I've grown tired of, I've kind of grown tired of It's a Wonderful World. I did play It's a Wonderful World a lot during the first half of 2021, but the second half almost none. It's kind of a fun drafting civilization building game, but I don't know. I guess the experience kind of got stale by myself. So, I will wait for It's a Wonderful World. I am still waiting for it. It's a 2-player spiritual successor to It's a Wonderful Kingdom with the drafting and the civilization building and the resource management and stuff, but I'm going to wait for reviews to see how it turns out before I make a decision. It's got a lot of Kickstarter exclusives and stuff in it too that may make it to the point where it's not worth getting otherwise. Number 6 is Final Girl. Final Girl is a solo-only game where you play the heroine of a horror movie. And there's lots of different scenarios that take place in a summer camp and a carnival, so forth and so on, and lots of different heroines to choose from. It did come out. The Kickstarter was just too close to Frosthaven, so I didn't kickstart it. There was a lot of hype about it, and it is solo playable. But I did not, it was just too close to me spending way too much money on Frosthaven. I don't love games about killing anymore, as I said. This is why I will never get, I don't know if it's here, this is why I will never get my second playthrough of Duelosaur Island, because those poor tourists get eaten. It's terrible. But I'm going to try before I cull it to get a second playthrough of Duelosaur Island. I just can't. I just don't like, even just, unless combat is really, really abstracted like Dune Imperium or like Paladins of the West Kingdom kind of has attacking, but it's real abstract. I just can't. Final Girl is available at Miniature Market, so if I change my mind, hopefully it's still there. Hopefully it's still for sale. If I change my mind, which I probably won't. Number 5, Roleplayer Adventures. I love Roleplayer. I love the art. I love the theme. I love the gameplay on all of them. I love Roleplayer. I love Lockup. I really, really love Cartographers. Roleplayer Adventures was really expensive in the Kickstarter, and it came to retail, and it's really expensive. It is $150. That is half the food budget for a month, and I really have a question about replayability on that one. I'm not sure if it has $150 worth of replayability in it. Maybe someday, and that's number 5. All these are maybe somedays or didn't come out. Alright, that's okay. Number 4 was the West Kingdom Trilogy expansions. I was led to believe they were all coming this year. 2 of them, 2 out of 3 for Architects and Paladins got kickstarted. Viscounts did not get kickstarted. I love all 3 of those games. I love the West Kingdom. I'm very much enjoy the story that kind of flows between all 3. There's probably no story that flows between all 3. They're probably all just meeple pushing Euros and worker placement. They take place in 10th century France, give or take. And I really love the kingdom that we're building up and defending and trying to see to the prosperity of it. And I really love it. And the AI opponents beat me all the time. I never win. But anyway, so the West Kingdom Trilogy was, I think, supposed to get all 3 expansions. They did not. 2 of them were kickstarted, maybe. Anyway, the point is that Paladins and Architects was kickstarted. The Architect one looks awesome. Architects of the West Kingdom looks awesome. Something Architects of Wonder? Works of Wonder. The Paladins one was way too hard. The Architects one looks awesome. I did not kickstart it. I will buy it when it comes to the friendly local game store, and I will support my friendly local game store because it looks really cool. I did get Vassals. Vassals is a teeny tiny expansion with little yellow dudes in a suspiciously small plastic Ziploc bag. That's for Paladins. I actually have Paladins right here. That's for Paladins. And it adds a lot to the game for a teeny tiny bag of yellow meeples. It's very cool. The first time I played with them, I really felt like I had more agency and more control over my game. I still didn't beat the AI, but I felt like I had a much better chance of doing what I wanted to do and accomplishing many things that I wanted to accomplish. So big thumbs up on the Vassals expansion. Oh, and there it went. Big thumbs up on the Vassals. Vassals in their suspiciously small Ziploc baggie are pretty awesome. Highly recommended. Canvas. Number 3 is Canvas. Canvas is a game about, if you don't know by now, you'll never know. It's a game about, I don't know what it's about, making artwork. It's got these little clear plastic cards with a little bit of artwork on them, and then you layer them one in front of the other to make this cool artwork. And the AI is not super awesome. Solo mode isn't super great, but I feel cool. I feel cool and awesome when I have a painting done at the end of the game, and it looks awesome, and I like it. It's cool and awesome. It's just not very engaging in solo mode. I already kickstarted the expansion, so it's too late on that. Maybe there'll be a new solo mode in there, some solo rules or something to liven it up a little bit. I'm going to talk faster because I'm already at 10 minutes. Number 2 is, believe it or not, Cartographer's Heroes. Here it is. my dear, dear friends who I'll never be able to fully repay, but I'm going to find a way to do so, kickstarted Cartographer's Heroes for me, and it showed up near the end of the month, and I love it. Cartographer's Heroes is my go-to now for physically playing the game, and physically playing the game, it's Cartographer's Heroes. For the original cartographers, of course, I do the app, and I play the app over and over and over again, getting really good at it. But, alright, put the vassals back. But I still love it. It's probably still my #1 game. It might be #2 behind Doom. And #1, Marvel United had many, the first Marvel United Kickstarter from Simon had many, what is it, Kickstarter exclusive expansions and characters and stuff, but some of them, 3 or 4 were not listed as Kickstarter exclusive, so I was very much anticipating them coming to retail, which they did not. And then Simon announced that they were not coming to retail, and that you would have to get them from the Kickstarter, from the next Kickstarter, which was Marvel United X-Men United, I don't know what, X-Men United. So I went really hard and backed that one as hard as I possibly could. But in the meantime, because it still hasn't delivered and won't for another 3 or 4 months, someone who's very dear to me and very precious gave me the Marvel United expansion with the, what is it? Age of Asgard. Tales of Asgard. Tales of Asgard. Why would they give me Tales of Asgard? Excellent question. Because they love me, and I love them. And I gave them cash in exchange for this, so I did not take it from them. Beta Ray Bill, everybody. Beta Ray Bill. We're going to end the video on Beta Ray Bill. Thank you to my dear friend who sold me Tales of Asgard at a very, very reasonable price. Extremely reasonable price. Dear, sweet friends whom I love. And there he is. There he is, Beta Ray Bill. I love him for no particular reason. And next week... Okay, that's it. We're on next week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with me through 13 minutes of me going on and on and on. I figured doing a top 8 instead of a top 10 would be shorter. Who knew? Maybe I still need to just work on it. And let's see. Thank you, and tune in next week. If I come back, I will do another look back from 2010, what year was last year? 2021. I'll do another look back from 2021. We will do, let's do top 8, Nate's 8 of something about 2021. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.